living the life of Christ, living the life of a servant, is living a life dead to self.
That's right.
Right? It's the walking dead. So you are living not for yourself. That's why Paul says, no longer I live, but it's Christ who lives in me. Okay, why? Because we live the life that the world thought that they were climbing to the top, right? They're going to get to the top of the pile, step on anybody they can to get there. There's an old song that says, what if I climb the ladder to the top and I reach up and touch the ground? Only to realize I lived life upside down. Okay? So that pyramid, there is a pyramid in the kingdom, except the point is not at the top, the point's at the bottom. And to be great in the kingdom, it's not about how many people you can stand on top of, it's how many people you can lift up. And from here, the point goes up. Does that make sense? So if I can hold up two, and you can hold up two, and you can hold up two, we see the kingdom come. Amen? It's not about standing on others and holding them down. It's about equipping them, letting them go, raising them up. So when we go into a place, like we just went to this City Light Church, okay? And we did some worship for them down there with their drug and alcohol outreach and things, and the homeless ministry outreach. You know, we get there, and they don't know where their mics are, and they don't know where their cords are, and whatever else. You know, the Bible talks about covering the sins of others. You know, it's not talking necessarily about their sin. It's talking about their imperfections. Sin just means you missed the mark. You didn't hit the target. Okay? So the sins of others is the mistakes that others made. And rather than, we could have walked in there and totally snobbed them off and been like, get your act together. Oh my gosh, out of here. Okay? You know? But you know what? We said, hey, no, it's okay. Dude, they could not stop apologizing enough for not having their act together. But you know what? We brought their act together. Okay, we just went in, we said, hey, let me help you with this. Let's get some chords. We got this, we got that. We helped break into their sound desk so we could get their microphones out because they didn't have their key. Okay, so it's good we sent some Reading folk along. So we broke into their sound desk and we got their microphones out. Okay, but what did we do? We covered the sin. We covered the imperfection that God would be glorified. We held them up, and in holding them up, His kingdom was lifted up. Okay? So you can come in here and you go, oh my gosh, this place is so dirty. Who cleans this church? Or you can just bend down and pick something up.
That's right.
Like Dave does. Okay? Dave, I see Dave out on the field picking up God only knows whose trash. Okay? They throw bottles over the bridge as they walk by. I think he dumps them off at the corner store. I'm not sure, but no. Probably where they saw it. Say, here, sell these again. You know, but no, Dave goes out on the field and he picks up the trash, right? You know, there's other people in this ministry that's names don't get mentioned that often, right? Where's Tony? Is he here yet this morning? There he is. Tony, okay, comes in and helps makes the breakfast, and he is just always serving at every chance that he gets. Okay? Who else in my... If we didn't mention you, you're doing real good at, like, secret servanthood. Doesn't mean... my mom helps out with all kinds of background stuff. Did you know this church has a board?
Wow.
A board.
I just found out.
You know there's a board of people. Did you know that somebody has to record all the gifts that are given to this church? That every time someone puts a check in the offering, they have to get a letter sent to them? Did you know that happens?
No.
Did you know that if we give a guest speaker more than $600, we have to file a paper at the end of the year saying we gave it to them and who we gave it to? You know my mom does all that paperwork? Okay? There is more to running a ministry than just coming in and strumming a guitar. Okay? More than grabbing a mic and saying what you want, you know, and it is more than being a show. There's a lot more behind the scenes that happens.
Right.
And Nilda mentioned exactly what I was thinking about was Moses. When Moses lifted up his hands, the battle was won. When his hands fell down, the battle was being lost. So he kept trying to hold his hands up, but he couldn't hold his hands up. And you could look at God and say, God, come on, why is it Moses, man? Why not pick some young kid who's got a lot of strength and energy and he can hold his hands up? But I don't know why God picked Moses. But it was Moses. He was willing. And he served an entire nation of people. Okay, and what did he do? He freed them. He didn't say, serve me. He freed them from slavery and then led them into their freedom. Okay? So Moses was there and he was getting weary, and Aaron and Hur came and held his hands up. Okay? And they literally held his hands up until the battle was won. But you know what? By holding up the hands, everybody won that day. If there were no servants that day, everybody would have lost. Okay? So as we go places and we do things and life happens, right? And Rod makes up these cards about people that get saved up at the Hope Alives, and and then we got to try to track them down. And there's somebody, I think Kelly's been calling these people and Facebooking them, and Heather's been encouraging them. Is that right? That's what you said? Okay. So finding these people and contacting with them and just keep in touch with them. I think one of the greatest needs that we have as the church right now is to greet people that are not part of the group. Amen? Okay? And just to really welcome them and go out of your way. Listen, if you have friends, you're okay. Now you don't need to be with your friends all the time because you're okay. So now you can go befriend someone else. Okay? And you can pour into someone else and bless someone else. I hope you don't come to church to be made to feel better. Come to church to make someone else feel better.
That's right. That's
right. So we can come and we can get real good. We can be like, oh, you guys are my buddies. You make me feel so good. Thanks, guys. We can pat each other on the back. We can stand in a circle and pat. Okay? And we can really encourage one another. And we're just so blessed. But God has called us beyond that. It's called a place of maturity, where we go from being blessed to being the blessing.
That's right.
Okay? And just bless other people and love on them. So I'm going to give you guys a real good opportunity here for the next 2 weeks to fill in some shoes that are, because I'm not going to be here for 2 weeks, okay?
We have a sign-up list.
We even brought lists, papers, okay, for people to sign up. There's all different areas of the church. That's not just for the next 2 weeks. That's like for the rest of your life. But, okay, to sign up on things like, cleaning, setting up, whatever, I don't know. All the things that are on the list. All the things that happen, cooking, driving the van. I can't wait until some of you guys are over 25, okay? Because our insurance wants us to sort of wait till you guys are over 25. That's like where you get an insurance price break. But anyway, I can't wait till you guys are over 25. Man, I'm going to get bands, and you guys are, you're driving tonight, and you too. And Chris over here, we worked him so hard, he crashed his in, so that's not home anymore, okay? But I'm pretty sure that's what happened. He's like, I just can't take it. I'm not taking anybody home. But that is serving, man. I'm sorry, I don't always enjoy driving you home, okay? But Dave drives people home. Chris drove people home. Sterling's driving all over the place. Man, if you've been blessed by those people, give them $1 and say, put some gas in this thing. Okay, it's a blessing. I love to serve you in that way and get you a ride home. How do I say this? Okay, but God isn't... Anyway, He's blessed me so I can bless you, okay? Some people are working jobs that don't pay so good or whatever, and they need that financial blessing, okay? So be a blessing to them. Be a blessing to them. Give them $1 here or there. Say, put some gas in this thing, man. I'm not up on my prayer life tonight. Put some gas in it, okay? Make it happen, okay? There's a lot of opportunities to be a blessing. But as new people come, as we greet people at Hope Alive, don't just stay in your clique of people you know. Okay? Go to that. Some of these Hope Alives, there's 50, 60 kids there. Okay? They're not interested in just having you pray for them. They want you to ask, how was their day? They want to ask, what's your name? Where do you live? You know, what do you like? Okay? They're more than, they're a person. They're not just an object that we can pray for. Okay? They're people. It's a privilege, it's an honor. Get to know them. They're awesome. They're precious people. Just like each and every one of you. Okay? So,
Don't say that before you leave.
that's when you say it, right before you leave. So let your emotions settle